This week on Cal High Sports Bay Area, the playoffs are here and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Mitty take on Oak Grove, Najee Harris and Antioch meet San Ramon Valley, and Wilcox battles Menlo Atherton.
Volleyball action includes the NCS title game, water polo finals in both the NCS and CCS, and the Richmond football team banding together to find success in the face of overwhelming adversity. It's all next on Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. We begin tonight in the NCS Division I bracket where 4 of the 8 teams come from the East Bay League.
Yeah, one of those teams, San Ramon Valley, taking on blue chip recruit Najee Harris and his Antioch Panthers at Antioch Friday night. The captains meeting at midfield before this big playoff game. First quarter and Antioch gets it going early. William Carthon connects with Kobe Williams, who makes a nice catch for a big gain for Antioch. And just a few plays later, give it to Najee Harris, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown conversion. Not good, 6-0 Antioch. More Panthers in the first. Carthon this time keeps it himself, and he's going to run all the way to the 1-yard line, just short of the goal line. That led to another Najee Harris score, 12-0 Panthers. To the second now, and San Ramon Valley cuts the lead to 5. Clark Baker finds Jackson Palmer for the 18-yard touchdown. Antioch looking to extend the lead before the half, and Michael Thyssen gets there just in time for the block, 12-7 Panthers at the half. We go to the fourth quarter. SRV looking to start the comeback, but the ball is recovered by Elijah Avery, and the defense was pumped up about that one. Antioch would take advantage of the turnover, hand it to Harris again, and he's going to do the rest. His third touchdown of the night. 22-10 Panthers now in control. The Panthers would seal the deal here. Carthon with the screen pass to Antoine Tanner, and look at him go! 36 yards to the house as Antioch takes the 29-17 victory. The Panthers advancing to play California next week.
Division IV CCS football playoffs at first ranked Westmont Friday night, number 8 San Mateo in town. And right off the bat, it's San Mateo getting it done. Austin Salval gets it to Jake Jeffries, and Jake makes a nice move to scoot into the end zone. But the home team would answer. Nolan Berry gets the handoff, and he'll do the rest. The senior is having an absolute monster year for the Warriors. And then in the second quarter, Berry will do it again. Works so well the first time, why not? This time he gets the edge and speeds in for the score, 14-7 Westmont. 5 minutes later, and the Warriors will end another long drive with a TD. Johnny Phillips to an open Ethan Go, and they call him Ego for short. And now we enter the Ethan Go portion of our show. Phillips to Ego again for the score, making it 28-7 in the fourth. And how about one more Ethan Go highlight for you? Ego is a great catcher during the baseball season, and he makes another great catch here for the interception, ends it in style with the point. San Mateo would find the end zone once more. This time it's Austin to Joe Baker for the score to cut the lead, but Westmont would not look back in this one. Big night for Nolan Berry as he'll score his third touchdown of the night, and Westmont rolls in their first round matchup 38-14 on to round 2.
The SI Wildcats very excited for this CCS title game. The Wildcats looking good early. Sky Deval Santos digs it to Jenna Ignacio Soy to Elizabeth Fleming for the kill. From Mitty right back at him, Kate Formico to Michaela Tanaka to Cameron Coeli. The Monarchs take the first 25-13. Deep into the second now, SI down, but a deep set to Megan Lewis, and that's not coming back. Up by just one late in the second, the Monarchs go Formico to Tanaka over to Julia Devine, and that one was vicious. Mitty takes the second 25-22. To the third as SI's Deval Santos goes to Keely McCarthy to Ann Crouch. Her slam is saved nicely by Cameron Coeli, but Fleming is strong at the net for the Wildcats point. A tight game 3 with a wild rally here as the Cats get it over, but Mitty's Nicole Liddell punches it over, and that'll work as the Mitty Monarchs win it in 3 straight. The team celebrating their 22nd CCS title on their way to NorCal's next week, and maybe then on to state.
Each week, the Rica Center will bring us the Players of the Week.
The announcement made in a wrap, produced exclusively by the Hip Hop Department at the Rica Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Risk. Okay. Malik Wilkes, shooter ran this election. 200 plus yards will give this country direction. I mean, we talking 3 touchdowns, easy. Got the opposition looking down, queasy. He does what he wants, it's so hard to be stopped. You know he's the one that's gonna get to the top. Number 8, he's back if you watch the shots. Opposition against all the odds. See, pay attention to the difference. If you play him next week, make sure that you listen. Do you dare to face a team like Sarah? I declare a scary blowout if you square up. Who compares to the one that leave 116 on his back? The quarterback is licking up. It's stressing everyone who comes face to face. Oh, did I say a blowout? 48-13. Oh, yes, I did. Better get it right. Every night is his night. Player of the week. Alright. Woo! These are your players of the week.
Muir orthopedic specialists bring us great advice on sports-related injuries every week. Here's Dr. Simone Bader with this week's tip.
The knee has many moving parts, including ligaments, bones, tendons, and meniscus tissue. The knee can crackle and pop. Sometimes this is from normal tissue gliding on other tissues or the release of natural air pockets that can form in the normal knee. This is similar to cracking your knuckles. As long as there is no pain, swelling, or instability, the sounds and sensations are typically normal in an uninjured knee. If the sounds and sensations occur in both knees and no injury has occurred, this is reassuring. However, if there is pain, swelling, locking up, or instability of the joint associated with the pops or snaps, one should seek evaluation by your athletic trainer or your physician.
Coming up, it's the Block Construction Blockbuster game with the NCS Boys Water Polo Final.
And the Kennedy High School football team seeing great success this season. What they've overcome to do this is tonight's Stevens Creek Toyota Spirit of Achievement feature next.
The Rikers Center's athletic programs are an elite system for college-bound and professional-level athletes. Rikers' nationally accredited coaching staff teaches students about Olympic lifting, plyometrics, and overspeed training. They value the importance of injury prevention by using PRI and DNS protocols, while also providing students physical deloading workouts in their endless pool. Interested? Well, come on by to the Rikers Center to turn your goals into a reality.
Stevens Creek Toyota is proud to support high school sports to help mold the leaders of tomorrow. Now we invite you to experience the future today with the car of the future, the all-new 2016 Mirai hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. Be the first to drive the future today, or check out the amazing new 2016 Prius Liftback. Plus, experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. Drive the future right in the heart of Silicon Valley at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose.
Block Construction Company builds the highest quality buildings that exceed the expectations of our customers throughout the Bay Area and Central Coast. Block is a strong, diverse contractor building projects that enhance our community. Block serves a variety of markets, including education, professional office, healthcare, historic preservation, mixed use, multifamily, and senior housing. Block Construction has won numerous industry awards, including being honored as one of the safest contractors in the state. Block Construction, enhancing communities for nearly 5 decades.
Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with the final game in the NCS Top Division for boys water polo.
Miramonte and Camp Lindo were the top 2 seeds. With these 2 arch rivals meet in the title game, it's our NCS Blockbuster game, and our Taylor Lambert was there.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
Welcome to Acalanes High School today for the NCS Division I Boys Water Polo Championship between the number 1 Miramonte Matadors and number 2 ranked Camp Lindo. Miramonte comes in, like I said, as the number 1 seed, but Camp Lindo has the better win-loss record on the year. But Miramonte, they have not lost a game in 11 tries, but Camp Lindo has a better goals against, goals for ratio on the year. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it should be a good one, so we made it the Blockbuster game. Point a camera at a crowd of young people and watch them go crazy. Works every time. Crowd packed in for this one, and to start it off, we'll take a look at Campo and Michael Wheeler. He's pumped for the first score of the game. Miramonte would come right back, though. Will Clark with a shot here. I'm going to take a wild guess and predict his parents are Giants fans. Wild prediction. Campo keeping it going with a Giorgio Alessandro goal, but then Tyler Abramson with a breakaway will net another. He led all scorers with 4 goals on the day. He's a great player right there. The Mats still 2 goals down though, but they are working on it. Leo Berkman with the goal from distance to close it within 1. 7-6 Campo, and the Cougars kept the pressure going. Scrum of the net. The ball pops out to Christian McFestival, and he makes it count. 8-6 Campo Lindo, but Miramonte would storm back to tie it up all at 9. Tyler Abramson again. He's just a monster in the middle out there. So we'll go to the final seconds of regulation. Campo on the attack. Hard shot, but Duncan Creed from Miramonte makes the stop to send this one into overtime. Mats would score first in OT, and it's Jackson Painter converting on the free throw. But then Campo comes right back. Christian over to Mike Wheeler, and he skips it in there to tie the game up and send it to a second overtime. And again, it was the Mats coming out, guns blazing. Will Clark with the wide open shot, takes his time and buries it. This time Miramonte would make that lead stick as they add on with a minute left. Stefan Schmidt with the nail. The Mats take the CCS final 12-10, and it couldn't have been done without the man in goal, Duncan Creed, with a huge day. Congratulations, young Creed.
Well, we trailed the whole time until overtime, and it was just a great team effort. And we did it as one Matador, and it was awesome.
In Lafayette with the Blockbuster game, I'm Taylor Lambert, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Leland and St. Francis parents cheering on both teams before the start of the CCS Division I Championship. First period, the Chargers' Nina Flynn catches a pass and wastes no time firing the ball in the net for the first point in the game. Lauren Jufire on the assist. Leland now down 2 and fighting back. Flynn passes to Avalon Gook for the goal, and the Chargers pull within 1. Tied at 3-3 in the second period, both teams battling hard. Check out the Lancers' Isabella Mandima from far out, way far out, and SF takes the 4-3 lead. And anything you can do, I can do too. Sammy Stevens with the perfect touch, and she finds the back of the net, and we are locked at 5 apiece. Great passing here. Mandima to Julia Hartman, back to Mandima, and St. Francis is up 7-6 in the fourth. Late in the fourth period, same score, Nina Flynn nails the 5-meter, and we head into OT, score 7-all. And in OT, it's the Chargers on offense. Stevens to Gook over to Lauren Jufire. She centers up and puts it in the net. The only goal scored in overtime, and Leland goes on to win the CCS Division I Championship. A big team effort from everyone on the Charger squad. Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Marissa, tonight we bring you a success story about a team coming together behind a new coaching staff and stories of tragedy bonding them as one. Nobody knows about the Kennedy High School football team. Nobody really knows. This team takes the field like any other team, but this team is unlike any other team in the Bay Area. Probably unlike any other team anywhere.
Each and every one of us has been through something. We've all been through a point where we didn't have, or something happened that really brought us down. But as a family, we all share similar stories, so we can all lean on each other to make sure that we standing up at the end. We all we need is what it's gonna take. That's the only thing, bro. I'm excited at the position we're in.
Also part of the difference is the team's success. This is the best Kennedy team in 30 years. Despite everything, the Eagles are soaring this season with a 9-1 record and a league championship.
At the beginning of the season, our coaches kept saying, like, Kennedy haven't won nothing since 1988. And us, just being us, want to do what's impossible.
Ryan and his teammates all have stories of tragedy and pain in their lives. Quarterback Micah Barnes lost his grandfather, his role model, when he passed away 2 months ago.
I put a picture of him in my room, and I look at it every day, and I say, what would he say if he was in the situation I am right now? And he'll tell me to get on my stuff, because I know he'll want to see me better than he was. And for that, I think my grandfather was like a father to me that I didn't have.
Akili Nelson is on his own. His father died when he was a baby. His mother lives in Michigan. Akili is finding a way to survive as a senior in high school with no family.
It's hard. It's hard, but then at the same time, I know what I got to do to make it out of Richmond, you know? So, it's motivation. That's what it is.
Ryan Robinson grieves every day for his 2 brothers shot and killed in 2 different Bay Area cities in unrelated murders on the same day. How can something like that happen?
I mean, I ask myself that all the time. Like, they weren't doing nothing bad. It was just, it happened.
Of the 31 players on the team, only 6 have 2 parents at home. So this team has a motto: we all we got, we all we need. Along with the work on the field, the team has taken care of its work in the classroom. Everyone in study hall every day. The camaraderie has taken the team to incredible heights this season, success that is bittersweet.
3-7 last year, and now to turn around and look at a 9-1 football team, we did something that a lot of people other than us thought we were going to be able to do.
Everybody knows each other's stories, so we can feel each other's pain, and we just try to let each other know that we got each other.
This week, the Kennedy Eagles will host a section playoff game, an incredible accomplishment for this team, a great time for these players, one shining moment of happiness for these athletes who have endured so much pain.
Every day it'd be hard because when I'm alone and off the field, then whenever I got free time, I just sit down and think. Like, we did so much greatness this year, and I'll be wanting to tell somebody that I love, but I can't.
The Eagles played their playoff game on Saturday night. We were there, and we'll have highlights of that game a little bit later on in the show, but a great bunch of guys, and to have them be successful this year with such great success has been awesome.
It's so great to see how many victories they're getting and banding together, like you said. All right, each week this season, Panera Bread Restaurants brings us the Coach of the Week award. The winning coach will receive a gift card from Panera Bread. Use their new app for super fast ordering and pickup.
This week's Coach of the Week is Sarah head coach Patrick Walsh. Coach Walsh and the Padres picked up a big win on the final day of the regular season to earn a share of the West Catholic League title. Congratulations to Coach Walsh and the Padres.
Coming up, back to the CCS playoffs with Santa Teresa taking on Milpitas.
And a final game in CCS water polo as Cal High Sports Bay Area rolls along. Head over to the Silver Creek Sportsplex in South San Jose for the excitement and fun of day camps for kids ages 7 to 12. Enjoy our state-of-the-art air-conditioned facility where your superstar will receive the best training in a variety of sports in the morning. They'll experience flag football and soccer on the Bay Area's best indoor fields. They'll learn roller hockey, baseball, softball, and more. Afternoons are filled with a variety of fun activities. Sign up now for our Veterans Day and Christmas camps. Build skills, make friends, and have fun.
People always say, let's just get a sandwich or something. You don't just learn how to drive or solve the world's problems, be a dad or something. And we don't just make sandwiches or something. We hand slice avocado, pull smoked chicken, bake fresh focaccia, and craft every sandwich clean from top to bottom. There's nothing or something about it. Panera, food as it should be.
If you are injured, you want immediate help from the very best. That's why Muir Orthopedic Specialist gives your high school athletic trainer a direct line for an immediate consultation with a sports doctor. You'll get an appointment within 1 business day with access to in-house digital imaging and MRI. Many of our doctors have already teamed with local high schools to bring great care to you. Muir Orthopedic Specialist wants you to get the best possible care as quickly as possible so you can get back in the game. Muir Orthopedic Specialist, a comprehensive approach to sports medicine. Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with action from the CCS Open Division 1, where the 6-4 Santa Teresa Saints come in with a 6-4 record.
The Saints taking on the 8-2 Milpitas Trojans led by Tariq Bracey, who leads the team with over 1,500 yards this season. It's Santa Teresa and Milpitas in the first round game Friday night.
The Milpitas cheer squad getting the crowd going for this CCS playoff game. The Trojans on the board first. Tyree Bracey hands it to his twin brother Tariq, who goes far sideline. It's a 50-yard run as he is knocked out at the 10-yard line. The Trojans score here. It's Tyree coming right at us and into the end zone. 7-0 Trojans. More Milpitas, and this is why Tariq is one of the nation's top recruits as a junior. A terrific catch over the defender, and down at the 1, the Trojans score on a short run, 14-0. Santa Teresa coming back. Andrew Rochelle throws a strike to Ethan Janto, and Ethan is going to run a while. 81 yards for the Saints touchdown. Janto is an outstanding sophomore receiver. The Milpitas right back at him. It's a screen to Tariq, and look at Tariq wave his way through the defense, 30 yards, and the Trojans lead is 21-7. And the Twins are at it again. Tyree to Tariq, 15 yards, and the Trojans are rolling. Third quarter now, and hand it to Josh Jackson, and he's going to pound his way into the end zone for another Trojan score. One more for the Saints, and again it's Rochelle throwing to Janto as Ethan goes 50 yards for the score this time. But Milpitas with a big win, and they advance to play San Benito in the next round of the CCS playoffs next week.
Bellarmine and Menlo meeting in the Division I CCS Championship Saturday afternoon. First period, the Bells got off to a hot start. We start with Philip Wang from far out for the first goal of the game, and Philip was just getting started in this one. More Bellarmine, first shot is no good, but that's okay because teammate Thomas Rogers is right there for the putback and the 2-goal lead. Second period, Bells looking to add on. Wang with the pass to Kyle McKim. He inches his way closer, thinking about it, and bam! He slips it past the keeper for his first goal of the game. MA looking for their first goal in this one. Nicholas Karatokis with the perfect touch, finding the back of the net to pull within 3. Most of the Bellarmine offense coming in the second and third period. Everyone getting into the mix. Check out this long shot from Dominic Kirk from way far out. Third period, Bellarmine not slowing down. Wang with the side shot. It's good. Phillip with 5 goals, and Bellarmine hangs on to win decisively with a final of 12-2 to win the CCS Division I title. Congrats to Bellarmine on another title and an impressive season.
Once again, this Season 1 Hitaway brings us great information on concussion prevention and treatment.
Here's Dr. Sergio Azzolino with this week's tip.
Take the symptoms of a concussion seriously. Do not challenge a concussion. It's not worth it. Here are some of those symptoms: dizziness, nausea, blurred vision, light and sound sensitivity, irritability, sadness, confusion, poor attention and memory, disruptive sleep, lack of appetite, and loss of energy. As a parent, sibling, coach, or teammate, you know this person well and will notice the signs sooner than others. Speak up and protect the brain. There is no wrong decision in doing the right thing when it comes to your brain health. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the Wells Fargo Bank Game of the Week as the NCS crowns its volleyball champions.
And later, it's Wilcox and Menlo Atherton. You're watching the Bay Area's only show committed to Bay Area high school sports, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Hi, my name's Tom McGraw. I'm the CEO of First National Bank of Northern California and the former Bellarmine Belle. First National Bank of Northern California, proudly serving your community for 53 years. We live and play in this community just like you. We'd like to show you how a community bank like ours can help your business. From San Francisco all the way to Sunnyvale, we know the peninsula and we want to know you. Remember, go long and don't drop the ball at First National Bank of Northern California.
My name is Officer Tim Jackson with the San Jose Police Department.
I've been with the department 24 years now. I was at San Jose State from 1986 through 1989. Played there 3 seasons. We had a lot of success there. We went to 2 bowl games. Athletics is a big part of my life. It teaches you how to work together. It teaches you to be team-oriented as well as goal-oriented, which is very similar to the job here in the police department.
If you want to give back to the community that you live in, this is an awesome way to do it.
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle.
You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange, exchange. Good. Go, 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 go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By the Rikus Center, where goals and dreams become reality. By Wells Fargo, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in Northern California. Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose, it's where the deals are. Panera Bread, food as it should be. Food should taste good, it should feel good, it should do good things for you and the world around you. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
I'm Danielle Alvari covering the Wells Fargo Game of the Week featuring Bishop O'Dowd and Campolindo in the Division II NCS Finals. In the first set, it's Campolindo's Janelle Gong to Lauren Pack to Sabrina Smith for the kill shot, 1-0 Cougars. Later in the first, Cougars on the serve. It's Jasmine Powell on the bump for the Dragons to Julie Truong on the set, and Cicely Van Remortel to come in for the kill. Dragons on the board, but down 4-1. By the end of the set, Campolindo still holds the advantage. Bishop O'Dowd trying to come in hot here, but Sabrina Smith ices them hard with the block. Cougars up 24-18. And to win the set, it's Jamie Brown on hit 1 over to libero Emily Van Cole, and finally senior Josie Cole pops it over to take set 1, 25-18. Into set 2 now. Dragons got ahead early, but the Cougars quickly caught up. Here's Van Cole to pack to Kelsey Budd on the smash. Cougars tied up at 10-all. And Budd wasn't done yet. Still in the second is Janelle Gong to pack to Budd, and she locks in point 24 for Campolindo, which brings us to set point. Van Cole on hit 1 sends it to Pack, who places it high for Janelle Gong to kill it. Cougars take set 2, 25-17. On to set 3. Cougars dominating early 11-6. It's Van Cole to Pack, who decides to send it softly to the floor for another point. Later in the set, Cameron Blakely on the serve, and she gets the ace. Just one of her 6 in this game. Cougars up 23-9. Next point, it's Blakely up to Brown to his signature Sabrina Smith slam for the kill and point 24. Game point here for the Cougars now. It's Van Cole over to Brown, and Josie Cole with the finish to the final point, and the Cougars would take the NCS Division II championship, sweeping the defending champs. They were just a little excited about it. After the game, I had a chance to speak with the champions. Well, it's official. The Campolindo Cougars just won the NCS championship. All right, joined right now with our MVP of the game, Sabrina Smith. You were doing everything out there, making blocks, killing it. How are you guys able to get this win?
I don't know, I think we just went out there with a really good mindset. We were just like so ready we wanted it so bad, and I think that's just kind of what set us apart from the other team. Like, we were willing to do anything to get this win.
Was there more pressure because it was NCS?
I mean, yeah, this is our 4th season in the NCS championship. We've lost all 3 years, so this one, for our seniors especially, this is a huge win for us. So.
Well, congratulations, MVP of the game. Moving over here to Janelle Gong. Now, tell me a little bit about Coach John and what he did to prepare you guys, bring you through, and for this win tonight.
Well, honestly, all of our coaches, we have a really big coaching staff. We have a psychologist and everyone, they all help so much, and mainly to prepare us mentally and also physically. We played a lot of games, but just having a good time and not really freaking out and just kind of being cool.
It didn't seem like you guys were freaking out up there at all. Moving over to Jamie Brown now. Jamie, this is a big win for you guys. How does it feel to beat the defending champions, and you did it in just 3 sets?
It's so amazing. We have such a long-standing rivalry with O'Dowd, and especially just sweeping them in 3 after they did that to us last year was just so crazy. We just wanted every point so bad. It was amazing.
Well, let's hear it one more time for the Campolindo Cougars.
These Los Gatos fans among a big crowd to watch the CCS Field Hockey Finals. Los Gatos in control much of the first half. Shelby Copper, the short corner to Sarah Deck. Her shot is deflected in front. And right then, a backhanded home is Kate Kramer, and the Cats have a 1-0 lead. Here come the Cats a short time later. Ava Fryan ahead to Shelby Copper, who does a great job getting it to Sarah Deck, who goes forehand, and Los Gatos has a quick 2-0 lead. Late first half, Lancer's short corner, Callie Goodman sends a rocket on goal, but it's off the post and it stays 2-0. The second half was controlled by the Lancers much of the time. Short corner here as Casey Joy rips it on goal. It's past the keeper, but there to swipe it away is Sydney Miller. Still 2-0, 2 minutes to play. Short corner goes out to Goodman, who sends a rocket to the back of the net, and it's a 1-goal game, but that would do it as the Cats win it 2-1 to take the CCS Field Hockey Final and win the Best Dogpile Award. Deck and Kramer getting the goals for the victorious Los Gatos Wildcats. Lexus of Stevens Creek helps us honor athletes every week who volunteer in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Maggie Cecilio from Mitty. When Maggie isn't on the field, she is volunteering her time at the Children's Discovery Museum in the SOS department. While volunteering, Maggie helps clean up the environment, read books to children, and especially enjoys organizing treasure hunts around the Wonder Cabinet. Maggie talks about why she loves to volunteer.
I think it's really important to be a part of the wider community and just help out the people that need it more, that need it the most, and give them things that we have, like love and support.
All of our volunteer winners will be part of a scholarship contest where Lexus of Stevens Creek will split $10,000 in scholarship money between 5 of the volunteer winners.
Coming up, the Wilcox Chargers and their powerful run game taking on the High-Flying Bears from Menlo Atherton.
High-Flying Bears?
High-Flying Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah.
And we continue our series on the season with Andrew Hill football as the Falcons play their final game. The story is next.
The number 1 seed in the CCS Division I bracket is the Menlo Atherton Bears, who finished the season undefeated at 5-0 in league, 8-2 overall, led by running back Jordan Mims.
Da Bears. Da Bears, Da Bears. They'll take on Wilcox, the Chargers, featuring a strong running game led by Richard Herrera and David Hernandez, who both have over 1,100 yards rushing this season. Wilcox at MA Friday night.
The Menlo Atherton Bears taking the field as they get ready to take on Wilcox. MA first play from scrimmage. Ajon Johnson hands off to Jordan Mims, who weaves through the defense and races 62 yards to the house, and it is 7-0 Bears. Still first quarter, it's Johnson again. He takes it himself in from 5 out, and it's 14-0 MA. Wilcox battling back later in the first, handed to Paul Rosa, and he scampers 25 yards, and the Chargers are on the board. Side judge is on the ground. It's okay, though. He's okay, 14-7. More Bears. Ajon Johnson looking to throw and firing to Spencer Corona, who makes a brilliant catch. That leads to this Johnson TD run on the option. He keeps it, and MA leads 21-7 late in the first quarter. Second quarter, the Chargers fighting back. Omar Williams breaks free, leading to a Charger score a couple plays later, and it's 21-14 MA. All Bears from there, though. Johnson throwing on the run, and there to make a terrific catch is Corona again, and MA leads 28-14. Fourth quarter now, and Johnson looking to throw, and wide open is his brother, Aaron Johnson, and the MA Bears advance to the second round of the CCS Finals with a final of 42-14, where they will meet Bellarmine next week. This season, Top Flight Sports Academy and South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram present the season with Andrew Hill football.
Taylor Lambert joins us now with the final episode, and we'll see if they win a game this season.
Of course, Robert. It has been a long haul for Andrew Hill this football year, but as the season closes, the Falcons have one more chance to get that elusive win.
The season with Andrew Hill football is presented by South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. And Top Flight Sports Academy, where we elevate skills that take your game to the next level and beyond.
The gold side is tails. What are you going to call?
It's the final game of the year for Andrew Hill and the last chance for a win. It won't be an easy task as the Falcons face the Del Mar Dons, who sit atop the West Valley standings.
This is going to come down to who wants it the most. It's going to come down to who wants it the most. Who can put the pain behind him? Who can put being tired behind him?
As the last game of the season begins, the Andrew Hill sideline feels different today. Despite the roster size shrinking to just 16 by the end of the year, the Hill players seem different. They seem confident. They seem in control. The Falcons get loose with the play quarterback Eli Gonzalez drew up in practice this week. Coach Holt liked it enough to run it in a game, of course, resulting in a reception for Gonzalez.
Yeah, I made that one up at practice because Coach like, for this week we're gonna have fun. We'll let you make up a play, and I made that play up, and then he decided to go with it. So it worked pretty good.
With the game still scoreless in the second quarter, Andrew Hill goes on a 4-minute stretch where everything starts to click. First a touchdown run by Brian Adams, and then a 2-point conversion from Eli Gonzalez to Matt Tran. On the ensuing kickoff, Zeke Hasso keeps the momentum going as he dishes out the hardest hit of the Andrew Hill football season. It's a play which juices up the sideline, one of Hasso's best tackles of his football career.
That's my first hit, hardest hit ever. I'm happy.
The play would lead into a 3-and-out for Del Mar, and the Falcons keep the momentum going into halftime with another touchdown. It's Andrew Hill's biggest lead of the season, 14-0 Falcons.
We get in their head, then that game is ours. Don't get cocky no matter what the score is. I don't care if it's 35-0 in 1 minute. It's not over yet. It's not over. It's not over.
If you don't pass, they'll hit and they'll just wait. The DNs are the ones rushing in hard.
Yeah. Remember, like Coach said, we got nothing to lose. They got a chance at playoffs. Let's kill their dreams. They're overlooking us and we're bringing it to them. But we can't just bring it to them one half. We got to bring it to them both. That first quarter intensity got to come right now.
The Falcons get the ball after halftime, but start their drive in the worst possible way. 2 straight fumbled snaps, the second of which Del Mar recovers and scores right away. That touchdown would be followed by another, and then the momentum would swing in Del Mar's direction in a major way. Another score later, and Andrew Hill is down, 20-14, just like that. Every time the Falcons did something positive, a tough call or a bad mistake would go against them. And with just over a minute left, Andrew Hill would face a 4th down. And as the ball hits the ground, the Hill season is over. Final score, 27-14 Del Mar.
Might not have got what we wanted, but you know what? You did not back down one bit. You did not back down one bit. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We're extremely proud of you guys. You never gave up. And you can take that all the way. You want to tell great football stories? You'll have one here tonight. You did a great job, gentlemen. I couldn't be prouder.
Even though they didn't actually win, to see guys like this come together as a team and work as a unit, sometimes in life it takes more than just a year's worth of work. Sometimes it's a lifetime and it never stops. So I was not disappointed at all. It was a lot of fun.
I kind of consider this a special season for them because, I mean, you can't put their heart aside, you know what I mean? You see what they did to this 6-1 team, you know what I mean? They got it in them.
Just the heart on this team is incredible. Nobody's walking around with their heads down. I mean, everybody's heads held high, everybody's spirit is high, and I mean, these kids should be so extremely proud.
1, 2, 3, Falcon Rise!
Well, the season didn't go as expected, but either way, we all played our hearts out, and there's only next year. Hopefully, we can get that W for next year.
We didn't win a game, but we have each other, you know? We won a family, like, it was amazing. It was wonderful, honestly. It was so fun. Couldn't be happier.
I learned a lot in practice and stuff, and it was pretty fun. And for next year, it's gonna be even more better because we're gonna get the JVs.
It was a good experience, especially with the seniors that I play with. I looked up to every single one of them, and they showed me something that I will never forget.
It really was a season to remember for these special handful of athletes as they gave their full effort and heart game in and game out. This year, in the season with Andrew Hill football, the Falcons proved success is measured in many different ways. Now, the last contest of the season was by far Hill's best game. Another loss on the season, but it was a successful season no matter what. Those kids tried every game. They did their best. Great coaching staff. Building blocks for next year. You know, the program's in place, so going forward.
I'm sad that they lost, but I think I'm more sad that it's over for them and the seniors are done and they didn't get that win.
Great kids. I mean, I can't stress it enough. I say it every week, but amazing people out there. Thank you, Andrew Hill. We really appreciate it.
The coaches did a great job.
All right, Synergy Environmental Solutions cleans up environmental hazards, asbestos, mold, and all the dirty work for Bay Area schools, corporations, and homes. So each week, Synergy honors the athletes who do the dirty work on the field.
This week, doing the dirty work is the Homestead D and special teams. The Mustangs coming to play for the league title, forcing multiple sacks, a fumble, and a block punt to win the game, and bragging rights for the league title. Homestead doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Once again, this year we'll have all of the games we shot for tonight's show available to buy either digitally or on DVD. You can go to our website and order the entire game for your favorite team. Every play can be yours, and wouldn't it be nice to watch one of those games after Thanksgiving dinner? You're all full on that turkey, watch a game, that'd be good. You can order on the website.
Absolutely, and be sure to follow us on Twitter. Now on Friday nights, we'll be pushing lots of scores on the Twitter feed, so be sure to send us your score on Twitter at Cal High Sports BA. Also, be sure to like our Facebook page, and you can see all of our shows and highlights on our YouTube site. There's a link to it on our CalHighSportsBayArea.com website.
Coming up, it's our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game as Oak Grove takes on Mitty.
And Harker meets Moreau Catholic in an NCS Division IV first-round game when we come back.
The Edge at Club Sports San Jose at Silver Creek Sportsplex is a new 8,000 square foot performance training center where athletes of all levels can build speed, agility, power, coordination, and flexibility. Our proven training methods are taught by nationally certified performance coaches to help athletes of all ages and skill levels accomplish their sports and fitness-related goals. The Edge offers a comprehensive schedule of hard-driving classes. Regardless of your current fitness condition, novice to professional athlete, The Edge has a program for you.
It's Ram Power Days at the South County Ram Superstore in Gilroy. We've got the largest selection of powered trucks in all of California. Commercial trucks, work trucks, race trucks, the largest selection ever. Check out the new Ram 1500 for only $22,999. Ram 1500 HFE 4-door diesel, only $29,888 after discounts and rebates. Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4, $12,000 off MSRP. MSRP. We've got Ram Power at South County Ram in Gilroy. Drive a little, save a lot.
The Rikers Center is the only facility in the Bay Area using PRI Postural Restoration Institute and DNS Dynamic Neuromuscular Stabilization exercise protocols. Tim Dempsey is only one of 33 trainers in the world certified by the Postural Restoration Institute. Students that follow these protocols will perform better in their sport by neurologically improving their body mechanics. You want to learn more? Well, come on by to the Rikers Center.
I'm Dr. John Knight with the Muir Orthopedic Specialist Medical Group, team doctor for the San Ramon Valley Wolves, and you're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Back at the Sportsplex with our CCS blockbuster game, the Oak Grove Eagles come into the CCS Open Division II game as Mount Hamilton Division champs with an 8-2 record and the 3rd seed.
That's right, and the Eagles taking on the 6th-seeded Mini Monarchs, who finished 5th in the Rough West Catholic League with a 5-5 record. It's our CCS blockbuster game. Marissa was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
The number 6-seeded Midi Monarchs looking to upset the number 3-seed Oak Grove Eagles tonight. Midi always comes in with a strong game plan led by head coach Keith Burns. It's Philip Tran at the helm for the Monarchs and Zandre Faraz Washington on the ground game. Oak Grove ended the season undefeated in league, claiming the league title. They will look to their sophomore Jamar Julian Jr., a big standout for them, 912 yards to end the season and 14 touchdowns. Every game a big one, that's why it's tonight's blockbuster game. Midi doing some midi jacks before the start of this first round matchup. Things started off slow for both teams in the first, but the Eagles get on the board first. McGovern down the middle to Nathaniel Williams Strong the third. He dodges the defender before taking it in for 6. Extra point, no good, but Eagles have the 6-point lead. Midi does answer. Clay Crisafulli in at QB. He hands off to Zandre Faraz Washington for the touchdown, and the Monarchs take the 7-6 lead early. Third quarter, same score. Philip Tran taking matters into his own hands here. He pushes his way into the end zone to give Midi the 14-6 advantage. McGovern and team back on offense in the third. The Eagles go to the air game once again. This time, Michael Bridges III makes the streaking catch downfield. Perfect pass, and it's 14-13. Monarchs still up. Fourth quarter, same score, 7:45 left. McGovern showing off his arm in this one. William Strong the third with another spectacular catch for 6, and Oak Grove takes a 21-14 lead after the 2-point conversion. Time winding down, Midi forced to answer, give it to Zandre Faraz Washington for another score, and things are all locked up at 21-all. Midi driving downfield with just under 2 left. Tran passes to Austin Cos. He rolls off a defender before taking it deep into red zone territory for the Monarchs. Setting up this QB keeper, Philip Tran walks it in, and the Monarchs are pumped, taking the lead with just under 30 seconds to go, 28-21. One last shot for Oak Grove. The passing game working all night long for the Eagles, but it's not going to be enough. Crisafulli gets the interception to end the game, and Midi gets the victory with a final of 28-21. The Monarchs will face Los Gatos in the second round. Faraz Washington talks about this big victory.
Our team, we stuck together, we battled the entire time. We love our team.
Now for some Division IV playoff action. Moreau Catholic hosting Harker. First quarter action, Moreau quarterback Onajai Sellers on the handoff to Lionel Anderson II, who takes it wide and gets the Mariners into the red zone before heading out of bounds. That sets up the Mariners for some scoring. It's Sellers to Big Bad Buddha Eisen for the touchdown. Moreau up 7-3 into the first. Early second now, the Eagles are back to pass. It's a long one, and it's intercepted by Alex Johnson, keeping that Mariner momentum going. Moments later, it's Sellers on the pass play, launching it to the end zone, and Joshua Plum is right where he needs to be for the catch. Mariners lead at 21-3 at the half. Third quarter, the Eagles' Nate Kelly on the pass, straight over the top to Anthony Contreras. The Eagles still down 28-9 after that score. Fourth quarter, time for some Buddha magic. It's Sellers to Eisen, who blazes by the defenders, heads for the sidelines, and he's finally free and clear to kick it into full speed all the way to the end zone. An 88-yard touchdown run for Eisen, and the Mariners lead at 42-10. But not done yet. Sellers gets the ball to Eisen Jalen, who runs it through the center of the line for one final touchdown. The Mariners sailing to a 48-24 victory. On to the next round of NCS. Each week we bring you tips on how to use Adobe products to make great team videos and highlight reels.
Here's Robert in the office with this week's tip.
With the Adobe Creative Cloud, you have the world's best apps right at your fingertips. Premiere Pro has a great tool to create a smooth transition between normal speed and slow motion. Drag your clip onto the timeline and widen the video layer you're working with so you can better see what you're doing. Right-click on the Effect button and click on Time Remapping and then Speed. Find the spot where you want to slow the video and right-click on the line to create two handles. Spread out the handles to create the area where the speed will adjust from regular to slow. Then lower the video line to the percentage you want to slow the play. With that, you have a smooth transition to create some drama in your play. Coming up, we met the team earlier. How did the Kennedy Eagles do in their playoff game with El Molino? We'll see.
And back to the pool for more NCS water polo when we return.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Muir Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care to athletes of all ages. And First National Bank of Northern California, your community business bank. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. By Block Construction, together, building greatness. And by the San Jose Police Department. Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department.
Earlier, we showed you the story of the Kennedy High football team and what they've overcome to see great success this season.
Yeah, and the Eagles with a home playoff game to start the playoffs against an El Molino team, taking the 60-mile drive south to Richmond to meet the Eagles Saturday night. The Kennedy cheerleaders doing a great job entertaining the crowd as the Eagles host El Molino. Kennedy first possession and the Eagles give it to Larry Washington Jr. A nice run leading to a short touchdown run. Then on the conversion, the Eagles fake it. Micah Barnes finding Trevante Daniels and the Eagles lead it 8-0. El Molino responds. Jacob Sani back to pass and throwing deep to Daniel Diaz, who somehow hauls it in. But at the end zone, the ball is fumbled and recovering is Darian Ellison, and the Eagles are back in business. Second quarter action now, El Molino back with the ball, but the pass is tipped by Raji Preston, and racing in to pick it off is Trevante Daniels, and he's going to take it to the house. Daniels with a long return, and it's a 21-0 Kennedy lead. More great Kennedy D here as the pass is picked off by Washington Jr. as he crashes in to make a fine catch on the pick. And after a long drive, Barnes finds Akili Nelson, his fine wideout in the end zone, and the Eagles are soaring. Another defensive score here on the fumble as Demetrius Prime scoops it up and takes it in as Kennedy heads to the quarterfinals in the playoffs, and they were happy about it. The Eagles to face Piedmont in next week's quarterfinals.
The Acalanes girls water polo team beat Drake twice this season, but could they do it again with the NCS title on the line? In the first period, it's Kylie Walker on the pass for the Dons over to Maddie Stewart, who tosses it to Lexi Rawl, who fires it in for goal number 1. Dons up early. Acalanes kept the fire coming. Still in the first, it's Rawl over to Stewart, who takes her time and lobs this one right into the back of the net. Dons ahead 4-0 at the end of the first. Second period, Pirates on the attack. Kate Christie goes for the goal, no good, but Kate McCarthy gets a hold of it and sends it over and in for the score. Dons lead 4-2. Third period, Rawl with the ball off a pass from Walker, fights her way towards the goal, gets a shot off one of her 4 goals in the game, and she's only a sophomore. Into the fourth, Drake trying to close the gap. Danielle Sale tosses it over to Christie, who brings it up and fires from afar, and it's a Pirates goal, only down 1 now, 5-4. But Acalanes comes back strong in the finish. It's Bella Wenzel to freshman Brooke Westfall for the goal, and Acalanes would take home the NCS Division III championship title. Final score 7-5. What a finish for the Dons this season.
The Woodside girls water polo team had an outstanding season this year.
Yes, and the girls meeting 99.7 Now Strawberry at the Rikus Center to talk about the season this week.
Hey, we're at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. And we're with the water polo girls from Woodside High School right here. Let's start with sophomore Maya, 2-time MVP on the varsity team. What a season you had this year, though.
It was really good. We got second in our league and then second in PALs, and we made it to the quarterfinals of CCS, which was amazing.
All right, a lot of great girls on this team, too. A lot of award winners. Let's talk to Ella. Strong team members that you're surrounded by, a lot of awards being passed out. Your Coach Award, what's that about? What's the Coach Award mean?
So the Coaches Award, I'm one of the recipients. Mina Sealand is also one of them. It's basically a combination of like a leader and most valuable player. So I think it just emphasizes like the strongest players on the team, but I'm also surrounded by a strong team, and they motivate me every day to do better. Like even guarding them, I'm like, wow, like I need to step it up.
And you're surrounded by a lot of smart girls also. What's the GPA stat here?
So I think we have the highest GPA out of most of the high schools. Most of us all of us have above a 3.0, if not above a 4.0. So that's really exciting.
Nice. See, Woodside is serious in the water and in the classroom. So Mina, varsity for 4 years. You've seen this team evolve. What's different about the girls you're with now in your senior year?
So this year we have come together. We've been through a lot of drama in the past, and we've pulled it together. Every single year we've improved so much, and that's all thanks to our coaches Laura and Lynn. They've been so amazing, and yeah, we've just done so well.
It's easier to get along with the girls in the water when you get along with them in the locker room, right?
Oh, definitely.
Woodside means business. Be careful if you're going to play them. My name is Strawberry. I'll talk to you on the radio every night on 99.7 now. I'm going to get out of the way and let these ladies take it home. Go ahead, ladies.
Woodside! Fire it up! Woodside! Fire it up! Woodside! 1, 2, 3, Wildcats! DGDG.com brings us a play each week that makes everyone happy. This week's Be Happy play goes to the Midi Monarchs. With time winding down, just 30 seconds left, it's Philip Tran taking it in for the game-winning touchdown. Philip Tran and the Midi Monarchs pumped up because they're headed to the second round of CCS playoffs. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. So many great plays. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Lex at the Rikus Center, and today's training tip is resist rotation. Great for core activation and stability. You're going to go ahead and hold the cable at your chest, step out to receive resistance in a stabilized training base. You're going to extend your arms and hold for 10 to 15 seconds or 3 to 5 breaths, and repeat on the other side.
Service by Medallion presents the Play of the Week every week.
And the winner this year gets a hat and this really cool backpack, courtesy of Service by Medallion, and of course an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet at Levi Stadium.
Hey, it's May 22nd.
Oh.
Confirmed. It just happened. That's news. It's news. Here it is. Here it is, the Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with San Mateo's Austin Salvale. He looks around before connecting with Jake Jeffries. Jeffries goes over to the fender, and he's going to deliver a touchdown. Antoine Tanner from Antioch. He catches the pass and turns on the Jets. Check out the footwork from Tanner. No one can bring him down. He takes it to the house 36 yards later. And the Play of the Week goes to Nathaniel Williams Strong III. Nathaniel getting some airtime, catches the ball, jukes the defender, and adios, Nathaniel. No one's going to stop Strong III. Nathaniel, with a play like this, you've earned yourself an invitation to the banquet.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's Cal